Hello, I suppose yesterday's examination was very good. All of you have done very well in your examination. So I thought let us discuss the question that was given yesterday. The question paper average, it was okay. Many of our students, or many of my students, they reported that they have done very well. So let us see how was the question paper, each problem wise. I have thought about only giving the solution for section A, section B and section C. I will upload in the next video, otherwise the video becomes too long. Remind you again that please subscribe my channel, and whatever comments you have, please write in the comment box when x is less than 0. So B cross A or B operation A will be mod of B minus A, that is mod of minus of A minus B, that is A minus B after calculation, and this is equal to mod of A minus B. So A star B equal to B star A. So both are equal, hence this star operation is commutative. Now we have to find out the value of this also. As you can see, I have put the value of A minus 3 and B 2, and putting it here we get mod of minus 5, that is minus of minus 5, that is 5. In part 2, tan square sec inverse 2 equal plus cot square cosec inverse 3 equal to 11 we have to prove. So as you can see in that triangle, if I take the perpendicular as root 3 and base as 1, hypotenuse will be 2. So sec inverse 2 is theta. So sec theta is 2. Hence tan inverse root 3 will be equal to theta. Hence putting the value here, we get tan of tan inverse root 3 plus cot of cot inverse root 8, similarly whole square. So this will be tan of tan inverse root 3 means root 3 whole square, because square is there, and root 8 whole square. So 3 plus 8, that will be 11. Hence it is proved. Now let us see part 3. We have to find out the value of the given determinant. Now applying the operation C2, in C2 we will do C2 plus C3, we get this A plus B plus C, similarly B plus A plus C. So this column 2 becomes A plus B plus C. So 20 A plus B plus C we are taking out common, so we get both the columns 1 and column 2 same, hence the value of the determinant is 0. The part 4 question was very easy. I should not go for so much of details. We have to just multiply both the matrices on the left hand side and equate it. We get x is equal to 13. Part 5. In part 5 we have to find out dy by dx. So x cube derivative is 3x square, y cube is 3y square dy by dx. This side it will use product rule, 3a x dy by dx plus y. Now simplifying further and taking all the terms with dy by dx on left side and the terms without dy by dx on the other side, and then simplifying we get this. Part 6. The edge of a variable cube is increasing at the rate of 10 cm per second. How fast is the volume of the cube increasing when the cube is 5 cm long? So dA by dt, if A is the edge of the cube, A centimeter, then dA by dt is given 10 cm per second. In 1 centimeter, in 1 second 10 centimeter is increasing. So let V equal to volume of the cube. Then volume of the cube, we know the formula, V equal to A cube. On differentiating both sides, we get dV by dt is equal to 3a square dA by dt, because A cube we are differentiating with respect to t, and here V we are differentiating with respect to t. So dA by dt already we have been given in the question, that is 10. Putting here, we get dV by dt is equal to 30a square. Now we have to find out how fast is the volume of the cube increasing when the edge is 5 centimeter long. So we put A equal to 5 centimeter in this dV by dt, and we get finally 750 centimeter cube per second. The seventh question is a question of definite integral. We have to integrate the modulus function mod of x minus 5 within the interval 4 to 5. We know within the interval 4 to 5 this function becomes negative. So just we'll remove the modulus and put a negative sign and integrate here. The integration of x is x square by 2 and the integration of 5 is 5x. Putting 5 here, 5 square by 2, this 25 by 2 minus 25, minus of 4 will put 4 for the 16 by 2, that is 8 minus 20. So finally after calculation we get the value half. Form the differential equation of the family of curves. This is also a very easy question. Given we find the derivative on both sides in order to eliminate the parameter a. 2y dy by dx is equal to 4a. Derivative of x is 1. So a is y by 2 dy by dx. So y square is equal to 4 y by 2 dy by dx into x. So y square is equal to 2yx dy by dx. So y minus 2x dy by dx is 0, and finally we get this differential equation. Question number 9. A bag contains 5 white, 7 red and 4 black balls as given. So E be the event that the ball drawn is a white ball. So probability of white ball is 5 by 16 and probability of not getting a white ball is 1 minus 5 by 16, that is 11 by 16. So probability of no white, it will be no white, sorry, white. Probability of no white is all will be non-white. So 11 by 16 to the power 4. So last question of question number 1. P of A, P of B is given and P of A union B is given. According to the formula we know, P of A union B is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So putting the values, we get A intersection B. A and B are given independent events. Since A and B are independent events, P of A intersection B is P of A into P of B. Putting the value, P of A, that is 1 by 2, and P of B is P, and calculating we get P is equal to 1 by 5. In question number 2, we have to find out the composition function g of f and f of g. So we know the functions are given here already in the question. So g of fx means g of fx we have put here, means in fx we have put this function, and in the function gx, in place of x I have replaced by this term 3x plus 4 by 5x minus 7, and after calculation and so on it is x. Same way f of g is done. See, f of g means here the function g is written, and after calculation here also we get f of g is x. Question number 3. Here this was given, we have to prove a given identity. In this question, cos inverse x by 2 into into y by 3 minus under root 1 minus x square into 1 minus y by 3 whole square. So this is the formula of cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. Formula has been applied. Now cos inverse is taken that side, and finally cos theta is taken this side, and this root term is taken the other side. Squaring both sides. On squaring both sides and simplifying, we get x square by 4 plus y square by 9 minus xy by 3 cos theta, and so on, and then finally we get the required proof. 3 part B. 3 part B, we have to find out the value at x is equal to 1 by 5. So 2 cos inverse x, we know sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. So sin inverse is written as pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. So cos of cos inverse pi x plus pi by 2. So cos a plus b, that is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So cos pi by 2 is 0. So sin of cos inverse x. So cos inverse x is sin inverse under root 1 minus x square. So sin and sin inverse x is removed, and we get minus of root over 1 minus x square. That is minus root over 1 minus 1 by 25, and finally we get this answer because x is given 5, 1 by 5. Question number 4. We have to prove this. This is a very easy question of determinant. R1, we are applying the operation R1 minus R2 in R1 and R2 minus R3 in R2, and we get this. Then taking x minus p common, then C2 plus C3 we are applying in C2. C2 plus C3 we are applying in C2, and we get here 0, and then expanding along the first row. Expanding along the first row, we get the required proof. In question number 5, we have to verify Rolle's theorem. It is given that fx is equal to minus 1 plus cos x in 0 to pi. Now obviously it is a trigonometric function, so it will be continuous, and it is a trigonometric function, so we find out the derivative. So we get minus sin x, and it is obviously derivable in the open interval 0 to pi. Calculating f of a and f of b, we see that both are equal. So c we get pi, and pi is a value in between 0 to 2 pi. So Rolle's theorem is verified. Question number 6. We have to prove the given identity of derivative. dy by dx is equal to e to the power m sin inverse x into m by 1 minus x square. This is the derivative. Derivative of e to the power x is e to the power x, and derivative of m sin inverse x is m by under root 1 minus x square. Cross multiplying, on cross multiplying, we get this, and then find out again we are finding out the derivative. Again we find out the derivative, second order derivative. This is u into v, we are applying 1 minus x square d2y by dx square, minus 2x by 2 root 1 minus x square, because derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x, and then simplifying as usual, and we get the required proof. Here e to the power m sin inverse x is written as y, and here we are putting out the value of dy by dx. In question number 7, the equation of a tangent is given for the given curve. We have to find the values of p and q. So we find the derivative of the given curve and find dy by dx, that is 2p, that is the slope, and the slope of the tangent from the given equation of the tangent is 4. Equating, we get p equal to 2. Now 2, 3 is also a point on the curve. So we put 2, 3 in the given equation and get this relation, putting the value of p 2, so q is minus 7. Question number 7b is a question of L Hospital's rule. So we see that it is in the form of 0 by 0, finding out the derivative here, x e to the power x. Derivative of e to the power x is e to the power x, so u into v we are replying in this. Log x, 1 plus x derivative is 1 by 1 plus x. And then again it is in the form of 0 by 0, so again we are finding out the derivative. So 0 we get, and e to the power 0 plus 0, e to the power 0, this is e to the power 0 is 1, and 1 by 1 plus 0, that is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 3 by 2. So this is the value of the given limit. Question number 8a is a quick question of integration, making it a perfect square. Taking minus common, we get 4x square minus 5x. So 4x square is 2x whole square, multiplying by 2 and 5 by 4 into 2x. So b is 5 by 4, so 25 by 16. We are adding 25 by 16 here. Actually minus, it is because minus is outside. So here plus 25 by 16. So it comes in the form of this. Now substituting 2x minus 5 by 4 equal to t. So dx is 1 by 2 dt. So integration of dx by under root a square minus x square formula is sin inverse x by a. So that formula is applied, and finally putting the value of t, that is 2x minus 5 by 4. Question number 8b is also a question of integration. Now sin cube x is written as sin x into sin square x. Sin square x is 1 minus cos square x. Now substituting cos x is equal to t, derivative of cos x is minus sin x dx. So we get sin x dx as minus dt. So sin x dx as minus dt. Placing in place of sin x dx minus dt, 1 minus t square and t to the power 4. So now separating, we get integration of t to the power 4 is t to the power 5 by 5, and t to the power 6 is t to the power 7 by 7. Putting the value of t as cos to the power 5x, and here cos to the power 7x plus c. Question number 9, question of differential equation. This is a question of linear differential equation, writing in the form of linear differential equation. Integrating factor is e to the power integration 2x by 1 plus x square. This integration is log 1 plus x square, that is 1 plus x square. Multiplying by the integrating factor on both sides and integrating, we get left side as y into integrating factor is equal to 4 integration of 4x square, that is 4x cube by 3. This is the solution of differential equation. Question number 10. 3 persons A, B and C shoot to hit a target. Their probabilities of hitting the target are given. 5 by 6, 4 by 5 and 1 by 4. And 5 by 6, 4 by 5 and 3 by 4. So we get the not hitting the target, that is P of A bar, P of B bar and P of C bar. As you can see, it is done there. So probability of exactly 2 hits means probability of A, B hits and C does not hit, or probability of A hits, B does not hit and C hits, plus or probability of A does not hit, B hits and C hits. Exactly 2 hits. So since they are independent events, so P of A into P of B into P of C bar and so on. Then putting the required values of P of A, P of B, P of C bar, and wherever it is required, in that way it is put, and finally we get probability of exactly 2 hits. At least one person hits means 1 minus probability of nobody hits, that is probability of A bar, 1 minus probability of A bar, B bar, C bar, and they are also putting the values of probability of A bar, B bar, probability of B bar and probability of C bar, the required value of the probability we obtain. Question number 11. This is a straightforward question of solution of system of equation using matrix method. You know, we have to find out the inverse and multiply with the other side of the equations, that is the constants. So inverse is calculated adjoint of A by mod of A. Mod of A is -1, and finally x is 0, y is -5 and z is -3. Question number 12a. Show that the radius of a closed right circular cylinder of given surface area and maximum volume is equal to half its height. So radius I have taken as x and height as y. So surface area is given. So surface area is 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. So 2 pi r is common, and that is y plus x. So y we calculate from there. Now volume is given maximum. So volume is pi r square h. So putting the value of y, here we are putting the value of y from 1, and then simplifying we get this v. We get v in simplified form, and dv by dx we calculate in order to maximize and minimize. So dv by dx is 0 for maximum minima. So x we get in terms of s and pi, this one. Then second order derivative we have to calculate in order to show that it is maximum. We get negative since it is maximum, hence it is maximum. Finally we put the value of x in equation 1 and we calculate to get y this much, and this is x, so we write y is equal to 2x. Part B of the same question, that is triangle will be a right angle triangle will be isosceles if the hypotenuse, if the area is maximum. So prove that the area of the right angle triangle is given, hypotenuse is maximum when the triangle is isosceles. So hypotenuse is given, so h is taken. So h square is x square plus y square according to Pythagoras theorem. Area of the triangle is half base into altitude. So a square, we are squaring both sides because it will be easy for us to substitute. So we get a square as a function of x. So if we maximize or minimize that function of x, we will be able to decide whether the function is maximum or minimum. So we get this function fx, and then derivative is this. On finding out the derivative, f dash x will be 0. So 2x h square minus 4x cube is 0, or h square we get 2x square. On finding out the second order derivative, we get this. Putting the value of x, that is h square by 2 under root, and getting this. So this is a negative term, hence it is negative, it is maximum from 1 and 2. 1 was the first equation, y square is equal to h square minus x square, and 2 is that h square is equal to 2x square. If we place the values, we get y is equal to x. So h square minus 2x square, it will be y square is equal to 2x square minus x square, that is y is equal to x. 2x square minus x square. So y is equal to x, that means ABC is isosceles triangle because base and height both are equal. Question number 13, integration. We substitute here, easy substitution. It is a very common question of your book. X is equal to cos 2 theta, then dx we get minus 2 sin 2 theta d theta, and placing there. After finding out the derivative is minus 2 sin 2 theta d theta, and here 1 minus cos 2 theta is 2 sin square theta and 2 cos square theta, and then finally substituting and simplifying we get theta sin 2 theta d theta. So ultimately we get this we have to use by parts, integration by parts. First function integration of second function minus whole derivative of the first function into integration of the second function. So on integrating and putting the value, we get this is the final result. 13b, this is a partial integration problem. X square minus x minus 2 on factorizing x minus 2 x plus 1. On factorizing and finding out the value of a and b, we get a 11 by 3 and b minus 5 by 3. And this one on integration, we get log of x minus 2 and minus 5 by 3 log x plus 1. And the final question, 14th question of section A. P is equal to probability that bulb will fuse, that is 1 by 20. Q is equal to probability that bulb will not fuse, 19 by 20. And number of bulbs given 5, R is 0. So probability that no bulb will fuse, that means this is a binomial distribution question. So applying the formula, we get 19 by 20 to the power 5. Similarly, second part, not more than one will fuse after 150 days of use. So either no bulb will fuse or one bulb will fuse, and putting the values. Similarly, the third one, more than one will fuse, and fourth one, at least one will fuse. At least one will fuse means 1 minus probability of no bulb will fuse. So putting the values, we get the required result. This was all the solution of section